Good evening, everybody. From my perspective, it is evening. It's always from my perspective because that's where I am. Speaking of my perspective, I want to speak about one of my favorite passages in the scriptures. We have our life passages. For one of you, I know it's Second Corinthians. I'm in Second Corinthians today. I know for one of you, it's Second Chronicles chapter 20, verse 15. You know who you are. Today, I want to talk about one of my life passages. I have a handful of them, and one of them is Second Corinthians chapter 4. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 16 through 18. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 16 through 18. These verses literally shaped my perspective. I have a few milestones in my life, and one of them is this passage that has really shifted the way that I think about life in general. Let me share it with you. We do not lose heart. Though our outward self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. For this light, momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison. As we look not to the things which are seen, but the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Let's start with that last point. The things which are seen are temporary. Do you need a reminder of that? One of my friends, as we were talking, we came to the topic of how everything was brought here by truck. And he should know. He's a trucker. He drives trucks for a living. Everything you see was brought by truck. Think about it, especially if you live in Los Angeles. Even the dirt was brought by truck. Everything came in a day. Everything can go in a day. When have we seen everything go in a day? Think about it. What day is today? 9/11. Ring a bell. In a moment, thousands of lives. People who are alive that morning, no more. A part of this world. Lives too. Look at me. I'm reminded every day when I wake up and look in the mirror. This body is wasting away. Wasting away. All right. But the Bible says we do not have to lose heart. Even when there are these incidences like 9/11 or the whole climate, everything around you is not going the way you want to. Your complexion is not turning out the way you wanted it to turn out. No, it's actually deteriorating if we're going to be real about it. Our outward self is wasting away. The Bible is even more clear, wasting away. But we don't lose heart because our inner self, who we are in Jesus, are being renewed day by day. Every day you are being renewed, especially those with eyes open. Your eyes have been opened to see that you are eternity-bound creatures, eternity-bound creation. You are part of the new creation that will last forever, bought and paid for in the eternal blood of King Jesus. And when that's the case, our momentary and light affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory. Momentary compared to eternal, light compared to weight of glory. Everything that you suffer in this life, all the things that we spend our lives on, these temporary things have eternal significance because everything can be done for the glory of God. And among those things, especially as you dedicate your life to knowing God and loving Him, spending time in His Word, applying it to our lives, dedicating your lives to God, not for the American dream, but for the glory of God. As you do that, everything that you suffer in this life, all the struggle you go through, all the labor, all the studies, all the illnesses, and even the persecution, and yes, physical death. Physical death cannot kill you, but rather that physical death too is working for you an eternal weight of glory. I pray that you and I might keep our eyes open. Jesus has supernaturally opened our eyes to see the eternal. We don't have to be limited to the physical. We can see the eternal, but sometimes we force our spiritual eyes closed and settle with settling for the things that we can't see. Visible things are distracting, but eternal things are everlasting. Let's keep our eyes wide open by the grace of God, to the grace of God. Blessings to you.